So I need a support here. It rests on that ledge back there. Gets shoved up against there. And I've screwed a 2x4 here that it's resting on. So it can screw through to that. So it can't come this way. Can't go that way because of the wall. Can't go that way because of this. And there's going to be a freezer here, so it can't come this way. So yeah, I think just a couple screws over here, if you can see that on camera. And that's that. I've made this support out of 2x4s at this end. This 2x4 here will support the shelf, the countertop at the other end. And it'll sit on this ridge at the back. That wall will prevent it from moving, and a screw in there will keep it from going the other way. Strong enough. Alright, it's all the way that way. That way. That way. I have found that these 1/4-inch fender washers let sheetrock screws go in and sit almost perfectly flush and have a big bearing surface area. I'm going to try these for now. There's a layer of 1708 on the bottom, and with this through that, it'll probably be strong enough for this application. If I have problems with the counter moving or this enlarging the hole, I'll go back and do what I did with the ceiling panels, where I drill an oversized hole, flip it, put tape over the hole, flip it over, pour resin in the hole, let it set up. Then I can drill a smaller hole through the resin plug, which is firmly anchored to the honeycomb. Hope I got that all the way back there, because I did not leave a lot of room. Wow. Of according to my calculations, I got a 1/4 inch. Maybe I should have waited till the fridge was in before I did that. Well, and that, I mean, really seems to have everything pinned in place pretty good. I think I'm gonna save this one till after I have the freezer in, just in case. So I've got foam there and down there to prevent the wires from chafing. I've got this foam here, which I might have to do something to keep it from sliding down, but we'll see. For now, foam there, where that goes through the counter. This support, it's really just floating there, but if it moves too far this way, it bumps that. If it moves too far that way, it bumps something over there. And at the moment, we're good. That's supposed to stop my boat burning down. We could do an episode about that if anyone's interested. Ask in the comments. Auto fire off. All right, and I haven't wired up the cooling fans. For the amount of power I'm going to use from these batteries, they really don't need the cooling, and really neither do those. I intend to put the fans in, but not today. Oh yeah, and I've got those wires tied up as good as I can in the corner. And according to my calculations, there is enough space for the freezer with a 1/4 inch to spare. We'll see. Okay. I remember to plug it back in, because this is the first time it's been unplugged in like a year. I don't know. Yeah, probably a year. This is how I became a hunchback. Oh yeah, it's gonna fit, baby. Come on, a little bit more. A little more. More than that. Oh yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my gosh, and there's so much space here just with that moved. All right. Remember to plug the fridge back in. There we go, and that's the refrigerator. That goes right there. All this floor space is clear. I can walk around the cabin. This all used to be taken up by the freezer, the refrigerator, the microwave. And now, the reveal of the new back cabin. Yay! So there's the freezer, the microwave, the refrigerator, the inverters, the 3 big charge controllers for the new solar panel rack. That little charge controller is running 4 panels from the existing rack on the back of the boat to the 12 volt system. No, the 24 volt. 4 panels to the 24 volt system. And this charge controller is running 2 of the panels on the existing rear rack to charge and maintain a 12 volt battery in there, which runs the dinghy winch and the anchor windlass, as well as some LED lighting that's connected to those circuits. A cutoff switch for my big inverter, my backup inverter, it's shut down there, and once again underneath I've got a light underneath so that this isn't just a black hole when I store stuff in here. Three gigantic lithium batteries. I don't have the cooling fans on. Actually, with the amount of power I'll use from them, they really don't need active cooling, and neither do the charge controllers, but there is a plan to get fans on all of those eventually. Chafe protection. There, 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 back there. Main 24 volt shut off. Everything is labeled now. Starboard charge controller, middle charge controller, port charge controller. 400 watts is that little charge controller that's working now. The main inverter and the backup inverter all have circuit breakers to protect the wires running from here to the devices. There's that really thick 4.0 gauge cable going to the inverter, the main inverter. It's the only device that still needs that size cable. The current requirements on everything would drop to 1/2 because I went from 12 volts to 24. And so the rest of this space underneath here is storage. Oh yeah, the countertop. The countertop, probably too glary, used to sit right at the bottom of this piece of wood here, and the new countertop rests on top of it. And it only raised it up 2 inches, but it's a world of difference if I want to crawl in here. I mean, my bones are just the right length at like 2 inches shorter, and I couldn't crawl comfortably. Everything was on my belly or my side or whatever. Just that 2 inches of extra space made a huge difference. And my countertop is all shiny. I don't know if the camera picks that up. And then you see the honeycomb pattern of the nitocore through. There's actually a layer of fiberglass that you're looking through, and a layer of clear epoxy. But it all has the same refractive index, so it goes completely transparent if you get all the air out of the glass. And then you get this interesting effect where you see the honeycomb. And so that's just it. Microwave, refrigerator, freezer. Oh yeah, both of the doors open the right way round now. This little cutout here was necessary to let the doors open fully. And I guess that's it. That's just it for redoing the back cabin. And now I've got all this stuff that either had to be moved out of the way or is left over from the construction or whatever to clean out. But at least I can move around in here. Man, all that floor space. You just could not walk in here with the freezer and the fridge and the microwave taking up all the floor space. And I guess that's just it for now. My trailer has a flat, and these other tires were getting smushed down. So I started jacking up the boat and putting blocks underneath. And then there was some unexpected movement of the boat, which scared the crap out of me. And I couldn't figure out what had happened until I looked up here. Okay, that's a broken concrete block. And that can't be good. That's just demolished. So, before I do more jacking at the other end, I should probably pick up this end and block it up really good. Oh yeah, and just for fun, before the boat can be moved, this pallet of bricks and those 2 pallets of boards have to be moved. The top pallet of boards is for making a floating platform on top of 2 canoes to fix the dock. And then the pallet below them is all the wood to fix the dock. And the bricks were to have an extension from the dock coming out into the yard, because the yard slopes way down at the seawall and the dock is higher. So we can even all that out with a little deck extension to the dock. But yeah, the boat's gonna have to be moved soon, and this is now in the way.